She give me top and I pipe down. Hey, she asked for top and I tell the whole pipe down. Bitch, give me pop like right now. Yeah, bitch, right now. I pop a Zango lights out. She give me top and I pipe down. Hey, she asked for top and I tell the whole pipe down. Bitch, give me pop.
Sup guys, Recky Reezy back with another My Hero Academia manga chapter review. This time we got chapter 252. And Horikoshi, he's still bringing that heat every week that we've come to know and love and enjoy when it comes to the My Hero manga. And you know, this was like a more like emotional chapter, you know. Like we got a lot of heart string tuggy moments that, you know, just make you feel like, damn. Horikoshi's really good at writing like emotional scenes between characters. So we pick up where we left off last week with Endeavor embracing Bakugo and Natsu. And man, I gotta say, like just that moment of Endeavor just being like, for a moment I thought if I saved you, you would never talk to me again. And that's why he hesitated. And Natsu was just like stunned for a second, you know? And then we get like a little shot of Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto just like looking away, and it's just like one of those moments where it's like, damn, it's that deep out here, man, and it's tough. But Endeavor's the GOAT, man. Like he had a lot to say this chapter, and we're about to get into it, but Endeavor is easily one of the best written characters in My Hero. Easily. And it's crazy to see the progression of his character over the course of 252 chapters. But Endeavor's just telling Natsuo he's basically telling him like he loves him without saying I love you. And then like they get to talking, and Endeavor is just like I don't want your forgiveness. I just want to make things right. And he was telling Natsuo how he understands how like he can't forgive him. And Natsuo was like, yeah, I'm not as nice as Shoto. I'll never be able to forgive you for what you've done to our family. And Endeavor is just like, I don't want your forgiveness. I just want to make things right. That is some real shit, man. Like Endeavor knows he's fucked their entire family, and he knows Natsuo is never going to forgive him. But Endeavor's like, you're saying you're not as kind as Shoto, but Fuyumi, their sister, has been wanting like a family since their family's been torn apart. So he's been trying for her. Natsuo has been trying, you know, going to these dinners, trying to be civil for his sister. So that Endeavor's like, that does mean you're kind. And you know, they just have a moment. And Endeavor, a big revelation is like, Endeavor admits that he killed Toya. We're gonna have to wait. Like, he said he killed Toya, he's the reason why Toya is dead. But we need context. We need to see what happened. We need to see how all of this unfolded and what exactly went down, man. Because, you know, everybody, and myself included, believes that Dabi is Toya, and this whole Todoroki family legacy arc thing that is going on. But we need to see how that happened. We need to see what happened. We need to see how things went down to cause Toya to be dead or out of the picture, or whatever the case ends up being. But a real like that whole thing, and then like the thing that cut deep this chapter for any like Bakugo fan is the fact when Natsuo walks over to Bakugo and he's like, what's your hero name? Like he wants to thank him. And Deku's like, oh yeah, isn't your hero name just Bakugo? And Bakugo was like, nah, it's not. And then like, you know, Deku's all hyped, like, yo, what is your hero name? Tell me. And the Bakugo's like, yo, go die in the hole. And then he's like, there's somebody I have to tell first. As in he's alluding to Best Jeanist, man. Who also may or may not be dead. We're not sure yet. We just saw the head in a duffel bag. But we also have Hawk's internal monologue to go off of. I have a video on my channel about explaining on like, is Best Jeanist dead or is he alive? So be sure to go check that out. I'll definitely leave a link to that video in the description box below. But be sure to give that video check that video out. But it's tough, man. Like, if Best Jeanist happens to be dead, that's gonna crush Bakugo, because you know, like, Best Jeanist is one of the few characters I feel like Bakugo genuinely cares about and genuinely respects, and like views him as like an adequate mentor for him. But then we get toward the end of the chapter, the revelation that Endeavor is like, Fuyumi's been trying to build a home for their mom to come back to when she gets out the hospital. And Endeavor is talking about the vision he keeps having, and he's like, he's gonna basically make that vision into a reality, and he's going to build a separate house for the family and just stay in their old house, which is kind of symbolic, you know? Like, he's giving them like a fresh start, and he's choosing to stay in like the mess that he made himself by himself. And he's allowing his family to go off and be happy without him, to come together and just to live a happy life without him. Because he feels like, and rightfully so, that he's the reason why their lives haven't been happy up until that point. But man, that's gonna do it for this review. Another crazy chapter, another top tier chapter. I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribe. We're on the road to 200. A lot of you guys stop through here each week, and it would really mean a lot to me if you guys could hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and leave a comment. You know, let me know what you guys thought about the chapter. And I've been Reezy. You guys just got wrecked. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.